single, unmarried, childless women actually out-earn their male counterparts. It's like 117%, something, or sorry, it's I don't know the exact number, but it, men and women end up making different choices. But if you look at childless, never married women, they out-earn their male counterparts. It's not a difference between men and women. It's a difference between, what is it? It's a difference between fathers and mothers.
Wait, are we
I
just
think
saying
we can
kids are
still. I
distraction?
think we can still call that a wage gap, though. We're not accounting for things like how
Oh, yeah,
women are
the
expected societally
the
to
issue
be
I have
married.
with the wage gap is it comes from a place of assuming that it's because men are sexist that there is a wage gap, and that's just false.
I don't
Yeah.
think that that's
I don't-
necessarily true, because that's just oversimplifying the issue.
I mean, but the issue is oversimplified, though. A lot of girls are out
Like,
here
for
protesting,
example,
like,
STEM.
like-
STEM is a field where you can earn a lot of money. There's not as many women
What if passenger rail connected more of our cities and towns and the places we want to go?
in
Because
STEM
girls don't want to
as there
do
are
that.
men.
It's
Hold on,
boring.
first
Or
of
is it
all,
because
I'm
women
in
are
STEM.
not socialized
I know, but
to do it?
how many girls are with you in your STEM classes, though? Not a lot.
Probably like a third.
But
I'd
why do
say.
you think that is?
In
Like,
societies that are the most equal, if you look at Sweden, you look at Norway, you look at Denmark, these are societies that have gone above and beyond to try to create equality in their societies. You actually start to see a greater divergence in terms of men going in a certain direction and women going a certain direction. When you give people the most amount of equality, there are differences.
And
Shocker.
freedom to choose what they want.
There's differences in what people choose to pursue. So,
we must consider.
but just on the STEM thing really quick is like, yeah, men have, generally speaking, have a greater interest in those sort of fields.
But do
And
you think that's just inherent? I mean, where does
Yes.
that come
Yeah.
from? Of
I
course,
think-
it's
I think it's
cultural and
inherent.
social.
No,
It's
because
social.
that's what the Scandinavian countries thought, is if we can apply enough social pressure to men and women to like kind of start doing different things, then we should see a trend towards more leveling of like STEM and maybe like nursing.
agree.
But
Yeah.
but what you see is more girls are choosing the people jobs and more guys are choosing the STEM jobs. So it's going reverse. So it's not societal. Like I believe it's more instinctual.
I
And also the
disagree.
whole STEM thing, like women are outnumbering men in biological sciences, so, and that's within the STEM field, so
And isn't biological sciences generally paid less than like the more techie parts of STEM?
well, I mean, you can be a doctor if you've studied, most people who are pre-med are
Just
study bio.
opportunities wise.
Well, okay, let me ask you guys a question. So the WNBA earns far less than the NBA. Do you think that's justified or unjustified?
I think that's justified. That's a hot take. I think it is justified just because they have a lot more viewers. They're going to bring in a lot more money.
Okay, I'll go around what do you think? WNBA? Here, I got you. Should the WNBA, should they be compensated the same as NBA players? They're not. They're not, but do you think they should?
Yes, I feel like they should.
Okay.
And like WNBA women in like what is it again?
NBA?
Basketball?
Basketball?
Basketball. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that thing.
Sorry, I don't watch a lot of sports.
It's all good.
But yeah, they should because they're playing like the same profession.
Okay, and you
Yeah.
guys, would you agree with like soccer too? That's been a conversation that the women's soccer team supposedly doesn't make as much as the men's soccer team. Let's
Well-
stick to the WNBA because that's a different one, but did you answer that?
If the reason why women are being paid less is because there's less viewers, then just paying them more doesn't actually solve the problem. The problem is, why is it that people are more interested in watching men's sports than women's sports? And I feel like the answer goes back to them, which is a cultural construct.
No.
People just want
Oh
to
my
see
God,
the
y'all.
absolute best at like people do a certain like skill.
Hold
Like,
on.
It's just more entertaining to see the best of the best.
Eric, can you pull up, there's an infographic in the podcast folder. It's called Sports Fans. Just pull that up because it's related. So we'll go around the table. We'll continue. WNBA, should they be paid as much as their male counterparts in the NBA?
Okay, so kind of like going with what Tomiya said,
Like, okay, if it's viewership, but they're not getting as much as guys, why is that? Is it because the guys are more entertaining? If that's the case, then like, okay, they're bringing
Closer into the mic.
they're bringing in more fans, they're bringing in more viewerships. If it's the guys, they should get paid more. If the girls aren't getting the viewership, it makes sense to me that they don't get paid equally.
I think it's justified. I think the NBA is a far greater like organization than the WNBA. A lot more people. I personally don't watch WNBA, but I'll catch a few NBA games. So I feel like the men deserves more in that aspect.
Okay, what about you?
I think it is justified because there's going to be disparities in everything. They enjoy watching men play sports more, just like they enjoy watching us make porn more. So, yeah.
Fair.
That's a good one.
Fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair as well. I mean, like, even in the way past, like, women wasn't even allowed to, like, join Olympics until it was allowed to. I mean, it was just, like, an old-time thing. And then, yeah, I mean, like, who gets the most money in OF? The hottest people. They get more viewership, they get more money, like, yeah.
Okay. Eric, can you pull up the infographic? All right, so this is the share of sports fans in the United States as of May 2022 by gender. So on the left, you have the regular blue. That's an avid fan. Dark blue, casual fan. Gray, not a fan at all. On the left, male. On the right, you have female. So there's a much higher proportion of men who are avid fans, whereas on females, they're just not a fan at all of sports. So nothing is preventing women from consuming the WNBA. Y'all could, but here, okay. Besides Brittany Griner, who we should actually talk about momentarily, because there's actually some news on Brittany Griner as of today. Fucking ridiculous. I was meaning to talk about that. Name one WNBA player besides Brittany Griner. No?
I'm not into sports.
Anything?
Yeah, I'm not a sports fan.
Well, okay.
Not a sports fan. We could talk about gaming.
I'm into esports.
Yeah.
No WNBA players for me.
Who's Brittany?
Okay. Can you guys name any male NBA players?
No.
Come on.
No, I'm.
Kobe? Bryant?
Yeah.
Michael
that
Jordan.
does ring
Michael
a,
Jordan?
Does ring a bell, yeah. But
That's
I'm
from
not
Space
into
Jams.
sports.
Okay. All right. I'm sure you all
LeBron
could.
James Harden, Michael Vick, Reggie
LeBron
Bush.
James.
Steph Curry.
I think that's a
Yeah, that's
football
NFL.
player. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, it's a
just
sport.
king.
Sports in general,
Yeah.
unless you were talking about specifically basketball players.
But okay, so you brought up sports, right? What? So what?
I don't think I brought up sports.
Who?
I brought up the wage gap
No,
you
but-
brought up
in
sports.
STEM.
You brought
Yeah,
up
you brought up
sports,
sports.
Brian.
No, somebody brought up.
You
No,
skipped
that
it.
was
You
weird.
brought up, like, is it fair for women to get paid less? And then
Oh, in
we
the
went around.
WNBA. Okay.
And then you said, yeah.
So some of you said it's kind of unjustified. Tell you what. And here's the crazy thing: the NBA actually, what's the term? There's a term for it. They financially, chat. Can you help me out? Bolster.
They basically pay for the WNBA to survive.
There's a term for it. It's not coming.
Subsidizing?
Subsidized. Thank you.
Subsidized,
Yeah, the NBA subsidizes the WNBA, so they lose money. The WNBA. So, tell you what. Let's do this. I think you guys, all of you, you guys are all creators. I have OnlyFans.com/whatever. I'm a dude. Dudes don't really make a lot of money on OnlyFans. Are you guys down to subsidize?
That's actually not necessarily true. I know a lot of male creators that make just as much as most of us girls. Most of their
There's-
fans are men.
I mean,
Yeah.
I see one
Some.
guy who's like with a 0.01%.
Yeah, literally.
It's like,
a lot fewer.
Okay,
we've
but-
all
Who it
seen
is.
him.
Good
We've
job,
all
Denise.
seen his bits and pieces on TikTok.
Okay, but
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
but there are way more women on than there are men,
Okay.
You didn't answer
and
the
men
question.
don't
though.
make.
Would you subsidize?
Yeah, will you subsidize
What-
the whatever OnlyFans? I'm a male. I'm on OnlyFans.
I'm really curious to see what the ratios are for people who are on OnlyFans and like their percentages as well. Like there is like a lot less men, right?
I would assume men earn more, or sorry, excuse me, men earn less.
Yeah.
Men earn less on OnlyFans, and there's less of them too.
Yeah, so but racial, it's not impossible that racial proportionally they're doing worse than us.
Oh, you're saying because there's a less of it,
Yeah.
less men that, but women
I mean,
women
And of
don't really
course-
consume porn like that.
I have to
Say
it's
that to my search
definitely-
history.
It's definitely because women are more attractive and like people find women hotter in porn. I definitely agree that men make way less on average.
Like they maybe from gay, like if their audience is men, maybe they're making, I would assume most men who are doing OnlyFans, imagine most of their fans are other men. I would assume.
No, that's true. I mean, it's either most of their fans are gay men or most of their fans are straight men that want to see a lot of different women in
Okay.
a lot of different sex tapes.
Yeah.
So actually a lot of these like straight male OnlyFans creators that are making a lot of money, in a way, they're making a lot of money because they're working with already successful OnlyFans girls who are already making a lot of money,
Yeah.
who are already famous.
Or they're doing the gay stuff.
Yeah.
The gay stuff, so. But okay, you guys down to subsidize the whatever OnlyFans? Think of it as
I don't
I'm the
think that's a fair
WNBA.
comparison, because I think
I'm the
that-
WNBA.
I don't think it's a fair comparison though, because a lot of these successful male OnlyFans creators, honestly, they're famous because they're working with women who are already famous.
Wait, but like, why
So
are
in a way, we are subsidizing them
I'd
already.
be down to subsidize you if you can make me profit in the long run.
why would the burden be on us? Why wouldn't the burden be on OnlyFans? Because the NBA players aren't subsidizing the WNBA.
Well,
it's
to
the
a
NBA
degree,
that's
they, not on an individual level, but
they might be
through the
getting- yeah.
organization.
Of course, and OnlyFans takes 20% of each of our profits. So they are taking it out of us too, but why is the burden on us and not on the organization itself?
I don't think you're going to hear a lot of women on OnlyFans suggesting to the OnlyFans VPs.
But like,
You should
if
pay
you're
the
comparing
men.
apples to oranges, like we gotta like be fair about it.
Well, it's kind of a similar comparison insofar as
Similar as in like forcing NBA players themselves to subsidize for WNBA players. That's not fair.
No, okay,
That's
you're
not-
right.
Yeah,
Yes, so-
structurally, that's not sound.
on an individual level, you guys should not be subsidizing me. But the point is if OnlyFans was subsidizing their male performers, they're probably going to come for a bigger cut from all of you guys, I would imagine.
Perhaps.
Or the cut that they are getting is going towards
But
that.
this is a very capitalistic society. Like, if we're not happy with it, we could move.
Move to a country where men
No,
do
like,
good
move
in
to a
porn?
different business that respects us better.
Oh, you're talking about you guys.
Yeah, like when
okay.
OnlyFans had that shutdown where they weren't allowing explicit stuff, like there was a huge migration.
Oh,
to
yeah,
other
that was
websites,
crazy.
right? Like it's not
That was-
unheard of, and it's not impossible for us to do.
Right. I'm just saying if you think it's unjustified that the WNBA players don't get paid as much as the NBA players, then we got to subsidize the male OnlyFans porn stars.
Yeah, but I think that in a way, a lot of us kind of already are subsidizing male creators because they're getting
So we know in 20
off of us getting famous. They're making their money by like having sex with all of these like, you know, already well-known OnlyFans girls.
It's promotion. They're getting
Sharing
a lot of
platform.
promotion.
Like, why do you think there's cross? Like, The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, like sharing the same music?
I don't think it's but
All right, let's get some super chats in. Guys, get some last minute super chats in. Oh, we have a question here from us. Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's start
Are you pandering?
over here.
What do you want me to do? Jump?
Oh, no. Rate your looks, rate your appearance on a
Oh,
scale of 1 to 10. Into the mic.
Mine? Oh.
Closer to the mic, closer to the mic.
I guess I would just say like a 6.5.
Okay.
I think I'm 7 in the U.S., but like a 3 in East Asian countries.
Wait, you're at a set. Hold on.
A
7 in the
here,
U.S.,
but like a 3 in the East Asian countries.
3 in the East.
why you
Asian.
say that?
They think I need to be paler, and they think everyone needs to be under 100 pounds.
Yeah,
And
there's definitely a
I mean, you're
different beauty
pretty,
standard.
et
pretty,
cetera.
pretty
Skinny.
trim.
no, like
Pretty
when I
trim.
go back, they
They think you're fat?
Welcome
What?
to Asian standards,
Goddamn.
That's Asian
baby.
standards.
Okay.
I would say 8 out of 10 with room for improvement.
Okay. All right. What about you?
7 out of 10.
I'm mid.
5? Okay.
I think I'm a solid 8 in the United States, and
What are you in
probably like a
Kazakhstan?
3 in
What about
in East
Kazakhstan?
Asia.
Kazakhstan?
I would have to know more about Kazakhstani beauty standards.
Petroleum. I mean, they're the #1 petroleum exporters in the world.
They also
Beauty
do
standards.
bridal kidnappings.
Oh.
There's that too. What about you, Rocket Reina?
I don't think I can answer this question. It's like this is just so relative.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, if like a bunch of men, like 100 men rated you, what on average do you think they would rate you?
What how would I know?
I mean, just take a but like women trying to be other women.
Women notice more things about like.
I mean,
my
lesbian
appearance than
relationships are
men do.
kind of like, it's a small percentage. There's like,
I am
we're talking,
bisexual.
we're talking,
What
ge-
doesn't
we're
Well,
fucking
talking
even,
matter?
even
Like,
heterosexual women, I think, notice more things about other women's appearances than men tend to do. Men are not as attentive.
Oh no, I'm talking
Yeah.
like I mean, you guys are OF girls. Like, who are the ones consuming your content?
What if passenger rail connected more of our cities and towns?